Hello everyone. Thank you so much. I see I have a few more new subscribers. Very beautiful welcome to all of you here. And today we are going to do a Tapas Acupressure Technique on not feeling lovable. So using muscle response testing, I'm going to use myself as an example. So on this particular day, what's coming up for me is I feel lovable 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, no, 31%, no, so it's 30%. So we have to make up this particular deficit of 70%. So the self-love deficit for today is 70%. Let's do it with Tapas Acupressure Technique. I will be using the child pose. Let's see, child pose is fine. I need to do TAT pose. So as you all know, there are two poses. One is the TAT pose, which is using two fingers and a third finger here on the third eye. Two fingers are on either side of the bridge of your nose. And this is the end of the bladder meridian, and this one is your third eye right here. Your other hand goes across from left to right, literally from one ear to the other. And that's the TAT pose. If the trauma was more related to when you were a child, you can do child pose. So you can just put one hand on your forehead and one hand at the back here. At the back, it's covering the visual cortex, which is where a lot of the memories are stored. So that helps a lot. Well, these are basically using acupressure meridian points that help you to release. And our goal is to surrender whatever is the block to the divine at the third eye. And that's what you're doing. You want to sit in observer mode. You do not want to get into the emotions. You don't want to wallow. You just want to surrender them. Okay? So clearing with TAT is like clearing one piece of the pie at a time. We do 8 pieces of the pie, and then finally we have the new creation, which is step 9. So we start with step 1. So I'd like you to just close your eyes and tune in. Go into your heart space and just see how lovable you feel right now. And give it a percentage. 10%, 20%, 30%, 50%. We want to bring it up to 100 today. We are clearing self-love deficit today. Bringing it to 100%. So there's no deficit left anymore. Okay. When you don't feel lovable, guess what? You don't love yourself either. So you need to come to a place where you are giving yourself 100% of that love. And for those of you who are on a twin flame journey, you know that the way back to your twin flame harmonious reunion is through self-love. So what better exercise to do than one in which you're bringing back the self-love. So let's start. Step 1. Oh, before we go into step 1, just make sure you have a nice glass of water next to you. It's really good to take a sip of water after each step if you can. This is very helpful. Or you can take it at the end of the process. Just feel free to drink water as you feel thirsty as you go along. Step 1. For those of you who want, you can go into TAT pose. For those of you who want, you can go into child pose. Just use your intuition. You'll know which one. So step 1, all that happened that resulted in me not feeling lovable today. All that happened that resulted in me not feeling lovable right now. Just hold the pose. And when it's all been surrendered, this step 1 part, you'll feel like a sense of knowing that it's done. Or something like that, like a sigh or a yawn. All of these are signs that that step is complete. We'll go on with step 2. It happened. It's over. I'm okay. I'm no longer bothered by this problem. And I can relax. Once again, it happened. It's over. I'm okay. I'm no longer bothered by this problem, and I can relax. If you're not done yet, you can just go ahead and pause the video. When you're done, we can continue to the next step. In step 3, you have 2 options of what you can say. You could either say, thank you for healing the origins of this problem. Universe, God, Source, whatever you want to call Spirit, whatever you want to call Spirit within you. Thank you for healing all the origins of this problem. Or you could make it generic and you could say the origins of this problem are healing now, and leave out the God part. So whatever works for you. That was step 3. And after each step, ask yourself what happened. You want to be aware of what you released maybe, or whatever is showing up for you, whatever your higher self wants you to be aware of after every step. Step 4. God, thank you for healing all the places in my body, mind, and life where this problem is stored. And for those of you who believe in more than one life, it could mean any lifetime in which this is stored. Or you could generically say, all the places in my body, mind, and life where this problem is stored are healing now. Okay, and then step 5, the statement is, thank you, God, for healing all the parts of me that got something out of having this problem, or generically, all the parts of me that got something out of having this problem are healing now. So just go into step 5. All the parts of me that got something out of having this problem are healing now. And you can lean back in the chair if you want and just relax. Okay, so that was step 5, and ask yourself what happened, and just think about what you surrender at your third eye. Be in witness mode, be in observer mode. No need to relive any of the trauma, no need to relive any emotions. Just letting it all go. So in step 5, you took ownership of whatever it was, because you said, thank you for healing all the parts of me that got something out of having this problem. So now we're going to forgive. Step 6, I forgive everyone I blamed for this problem, including God, including myself, including anyone else. Okay, so the last step before we do the leftovers and before we create the new is asking for forgiveness. So whatever thoughts you may have had an impact, because thoughts are very potent. They may have had an impact on other people that you were thinking those thoughts about. So now you can ask for forgiveness from the people you may have had any hard feelings towards. I ask forgiveness of everyone that I hurt because of this problem. That was step 7. And step 8 is anything that's left over. Any tension or stress you're feeling in your body around this issue. Any other thoughts you may be having, any emotions, any negativity, anything whatsoever that's still pending, that's still left over. You just surrender that to the divine. So any and all leftovers. So at this